Alright, alright, alright. So, yeah, it's a very pretty loading screen. Okay. Right. I have been impatiently waiting all day to continue playing. It was so difficult not to just be like, okay, I'm gonna be streaming at like 2 today just because I want to play more of this. Cause yeah, I'm already really enraptured by it. Really like this game. So last time, we finally examined the dead body hanging from a tree. And now we need to figure out how to get it down. Honestly, I probably should have saved before seeing if I could shoot it down. Because it's not giving me the option to try again. But, it happens. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to him shortly, but something... This thing is bothering me.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
I kinda want to put something into perception just to try this out. But, one second. Alright. Anyway. Okay. Cool. Yeah, anyway. I kind of want to put something into perception and try again. I'm interested. Really want to try that because it's bothering me. It's like, where does it lead? So I think I'm going to do that. Where is perception? Here. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing.
Oh yeah, let me save first. Since it's still only 42 something percent.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material.
I'm gonna save scum this one.
Because it's nice and all, it reveals no secrets at this time.
Yeah. If I took the time to put that point in, I'm safe scumming until I get in.
An inconspicuous pile. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
There we go.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Awesome. It's alright.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned a dumpster, right? There was a dumpster here I missed. Right.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Well, then we should open it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
yeah, I think we're gonna have to, we're gonna need that. Oh, I don't have the tool equipped. Okay, so what happens if I equip the tool?
This trash container is locked. The sliding
Okay,
lid
maybe I
has a
have to
padlock that says,
have it in my other hands?
this trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, Whirling in
Wow,
Rags.
even with that, it's 3%. The hell's the point of my damn crowbar then? Useless. Alright. We'll take care of that later. For now, let's go see what's here. Yep. It's garbage day! What do we got here? A little bit of money.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
It works as an alternate path, someone's taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
He points to the ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Man, I got a lot of shit to do. I'm narking now. Reva Shoal. Okay. I'm still gonna pronounce everything wrong. Like a true American, yeah. Oh. Oh, thingy? No. Oh, don't worry about this yet. I don't want to go to the place, yet. Okay. So I just gotta figure out how to get down that body. So, alright, I guess that was not there. We'll worry about that later then. How did I get? I wonder how I get to the person that, that my task book says, though. Okay, well, it says I have to access the harbor. Isn't that towards the harbor? Isn't that what he just said? Okay. Anyway, I need to talk to him.
Yes?
Alright, tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief. Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Oh, why don't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Okay, well, we know what the RCM is, so we don't have to ask that. Yes, our job is to find the killer. Okay, I understand.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Okay.
Good.
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you. Yeah, I tried the crowbar, and even with it equipped, it was still giving me, whatchamacallit, 3%. So, I'm just gonna go talk to the guy in the hostel about it. So you're calling to run the numbers, then that takes a day. Okay, I'll do that after this.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
No, we'll work together, better together if we have a little more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Well, you're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Why would I do that? Did it give me a white roll? Yeah, I'll show you what I got. Glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
Aw. You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
Well, you're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
The
Okay.
lieutenant nods.
I don't want to bother him. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us.
Hmm.
For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Alright, cool.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at...
Alright. Okay, well, if we're not going to the dock now, let's head out. Anyway, so... Oh, shut up. Okay. So put in the pry bar.
This trash container is locked.
3%.
The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
So, it's not even worth trying, to be honest. Keep pressing the wrong thing. Okay. Alright, we also wanted to go to the kitchen.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Let's reconstruct the movements. Well, let's save. Save scrum for then you can get good stuff
You
in there.
see
All
a
right.
set of tire tracks in the tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber.
Interesting.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that pang of guilt again? The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge.
It's not that impressive.
He was exaggerating. People blame cops for everything that goes wrong in the world. This has nothing to do with you.
Okay, what happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
A car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With a jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Okay, I guess. Alright, let me call in that license plate first.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sir, officer, what's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
Blah, 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 blah.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Alright.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see
Alright. Alright, back into the hostel. Now, why don't we quickly get that key?
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
God damn it, Moloch.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
it seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Okay, I'm gonna back off because I just want that key.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
He was! We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Okay. I wonder.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe,
Yes. Have you got it?
how much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and like what?
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna... Oops. I'm gonna make a quick save and a manual save.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something
yeah, it
in
is.
a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please, it's not funny.
Alright, well then I'm not. Hello sir, got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Second option. Alright, you've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
What?
The man ponders his cooking utensils.
Is that it?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The door stands silent, unmoved.
Look at that. Quick save.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. The door does not budge.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
It sounded like you were implying earlier that, I needed to save because you get stuff from here. Excellent. I must have misread. Oh, the dumpster. Game. Okay, that was weird. Find a way into the secret passage. Okay, I have no idea how. Do you have any info?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Hang on a sec. Quick save again. Yes I can. Quick jar. With money.
The man ponders his cooking
Do you know what's behind that
utensils
door?
he looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
That was useless. Do you know?
Can I help you?
Nope. Okay, I have no idea. Let's check out the dumpster then. Okay. Alright. Let's check this.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a pad with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
I'm opening it.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Alright, let's look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Yeah, pick up the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
Okay.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Sure.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
All right.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Yeah, interesting description. I'm glad I already ate dinner.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Nah, thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
I'm not talking to those kids.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Okay, we'll search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Oh, shit. I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
Oh, what do you know?
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Understood.
Be untroubled. If anything, this small moment has made him respect you more.
Right, and the mug. I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
Welp.
only in its social sensibility.
I'll take it. All
The
right.
container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Officially.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Gonna... How's it 3 for me already? Am I, like, talking to people too much? Because I don't... Am I not supposed to be at 3 o'clock already?
It's the ledger you've... Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
Start with the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Wow. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Well, 2 cases a week appears to be my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was mention of a naming convention here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
The Guys on a Couch in an Unexpected Location by Fallout Boy.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Right, Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one, with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Well, alright, I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event.
Kim, do you have a pen?
The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt.
Please.
He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Can I have one?
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
With this beauty, commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones I've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Shit on a stick. Oh no. This is fancy.
Furies. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also, could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
Yes, you know what that normal name is.
All
but
right.
it's so plain. Anything.
Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
I kind of want to save before that. Let's take a look at the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. But they appear pleasantly vague.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police
Yeah,
station.
I was thinking
Below the
exactly
call
that,
are
Shelley.
the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Okay.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
But who can I find?
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
To find the kid. Now let's look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
I'ma shake it.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Oh shit.
Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Well, I'm peeking inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
Yeah, well, how would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Alright, I'm gonna put it away for a second. Why can't I quick save? It's 'cause of this.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Interesting. Fair enough. Okay. Alright, now let's see what I can do.
The worn mat
Oops, wrong thing.
is the oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
Alright, first let's try to read the case files.
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
Wait, HDB 41? Weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB...
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
That's stupid, that's stupid. Well, I don't know what to say to that.
I got nothing here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with. But it's the one you got. So sorry. Yeah, we're staying out of this business for now. HDB is bad news from yesteryear. It's shit, honcho.
Okay. Well, how long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
We got other stuff to do today. We'll worry about that later, I guess. Unless, is there something I really well, you know, I'll save it.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still
You get a
sag
-1 from the
clipboard.
thought I internalized? Huh. Alright, well, let's save again.
It's the ledger you found in. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is not what you end up.
Yep.
It's the ledger. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is not what.
Damn it. Ended up reading them not knowing how time works. Ugh, I hate the way time works in this game because I want to like talk to everyone about everything, but yeah.
It's the ledger. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. Is not.
Oh,
what.
come on. It's a flip of a coin. Time only passes when you talk, and I have enough time. Okay, cool. Cool.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Oh, and the cool piece of is not. what.
Come on. I need to know what's in there. Please.
It's oh, and the cool piece of toilet is not.
You know, I'll continue doing this. How is everyone? How have your whole days been?
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Nom nom nom
And
pizza.
the cool piece of toilet is not.
Anyway, my day's been okay. I really haven't been doing much of anything. Got a couple of more sightseeing logs in FF14. Cursing at your own code. Oh no! I hope it cooperates with you. I'm just like instinctively now just like reloading and forgetting I didn't even try it.
And the cool piece of toilet is not.
Come on! But I've been wanting to play this all day. So I haven't really been doing anything, just kind of like clicking about on my computer. I think I have an extra skill points. I do. But it's like 40%. I can get this, okay? I can get this.
It's the oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is.
Ha!
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know,
Oh, slide it open.
without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
What is number 3? Where did that even come from? Bruh. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Anyway, let's pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Hey, pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Oh, I can sell it? Cool. I'ma smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Well, I want some now.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I
Harry.
wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Guess that's my name.
Throw it away, please.
I'm gonna keep reading.
Your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Aw, sweet.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Um. What? What just happened? What just happened? Did I just get game over?
There is nothing. Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Was that the X something? The...
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Well, where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Enough. Just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Okay.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Okay.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
Came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Alright, let's solve this.
Good.
Ledger of failure and hatred. Now it's in tools instead of interact. I don't know why. Should I interact with the mug?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Okay, this mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
Okay. Anyway. Alright, let's see. What have we got here? Why do I want something that gives me -1 authority? I don't want anything to be too maxed out. Just let it. Okay. Okay, I want to get that body down. So you said to go this way? Alright, so talking to them, does that let me get to a place where I can talk to the guy to bring down the body? Alright.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy for a man his size. One of the doors inside leads to a hidden Minecraft world that's hard to escape.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Yeah, well, what kind of a cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary.
Not necessarily,
and feed their
no.
families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
Right to work! Right to work!
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
I want to get in the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup, open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This isn't really my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
Given a job to do!
Now, what exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measure?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad can one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Okay.
Scab?
That name.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it?
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Okay. I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does that mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That's simple. I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation,
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
or you could convert to a Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Sure.
Give me money?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Ooh. Appreciated.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to... You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though.
The Union has problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike though.
Every little bit helps, you know.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay. case of a strike, press button behind guard.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing, size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
Sorry, what?
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Alright, fine. You're right. I'm an alcoholic. And I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Alright, well, I'm the police, and I need you to comply. Now.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Kroikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Okay.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Hey, you're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get that corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
No.
Bring your troops to the Semenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
I mean, Boogie Street sounds awesome, but no.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Well, screw you!
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Mesheket's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I'd have to be... I don't really want to?
Well, yes. Why? Don't you want to be a Seminese supremacist? So what if you're not Seminese? You can be anything.
Well, I don't want to subscribe to his theory, really. Or do I have to? Well, I can't hit him, but it's 8%. Got 3 after 20 trades. Yeah, but the thing is, I just don't... I mean, I say it, but I don't want to go through all that again. I mean, I guess I can back out and try again, but the thing is, I also don't want to be here all day on a stream.
We still need to get into the harbor.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Nope.
How did this happen? Your little fit.
Nope.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Now, what does this do exactly?
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Alright, well, Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
Yeah, this is for the thing.
You are obviously a liberal, say right? A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A.
Oh, did I opt to be racist? So, is the choice of being racist and being him up?
And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need an occasion?
Like, am I gonna have to keep re-rolling an 8% to not be racist? What other way? Alright. I should have just done that earlier. Alright. I probably should have checked if there were any cans there. Oh well. Oh wait, no, something here. Hmm. It's alright, it's alright. Oh, there's a box. And... what's that? Very slowly moving to it. First, let's take this.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Looks like someone...
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
It's my thing!
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field.
Oh dear. That's not happening. Great. Let me think about this. Running out of options. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep reloading the 8%. Better than trying to reload the 3%. The only other option I have is to be racist, and I don't want to do that.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Wait, where'd that go? What? Where'd the save go? Did I just press something weird and delete my save? Reading. I don't know. Yeah, it was just here. Now it's gone. It looks like I click on it and just disappeared. And this is from 16 minutes ago. You know what? Screw it. That's never happened before. The save's gone. Whatever. I didn't really lose any time. I just gotta, I mean, real life time, but... I'm just gonna do the thing. I'm not gonna reload a 8% chance all night. So we'll just go and we'll do whatever needs to be done. This is our only option to get down the dead body. Now it's here. Whatever.
Your race descent has only...
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Descent has only worse.
Ask what kind of races there are.
Do you?
You are obviously a liberal. There are 3 categories. Those are the Simonese.
Yeah, I manual saved. And auto save. And quick save, rather. I did both.
Excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Well, who exactly are they?
You know them by the names of their nation-states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant. In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
One moment, I'm gonna get some water. Alright. Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and liedulous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
Okay.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Somewhere someone out there is playing this and yeah, the capital G gamers.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B?
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced
Yeah,
warfare.
if I get strong enough, trust me, he's going down.
The Grad people have undergone for drinking alrul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Ew, I like potatoes.
The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is divided into
Lala lover
microscopic
confirmed.
ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Okay, and those you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
You know, I'm not even gonna respond to that.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I just want this conversation to be over with.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zarath written potato cards. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal, familial.
Oh my god, shut up! I just want to get the body down.
From the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
I'm sure this is gonna be fun to hear.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yep, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able
I don't need to hear it.
you needed education on?
Okay, great. Do I get it now?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Okay. How? Just I just want to get this over with.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not... I cannot possibly imagine what else. The unpromising race pupil returns.
Why can't I scroll? It's not letting me scroll. Yep, I got a brain thought this.
The unpromising race
Oh wow,
pupil
something's
returns.
something's funky with this. It's not letting me scroll down. Okay. Alright. It's not even like an get out of this conversation option. Or the ends of this, or ends of the quotation mark. Okay. Okay, there was more. It was just glitching. And it didn't show up until I opened a window and went back into it. Well, it was worth a shot. What do you mean you'd load before the race theory stuff? I don't know what you mean. You know, I'm just gonna do it the game. Just 1 hour 40 minutes. Let's do something else. I mean, yeah, but I could also look around, talk to people. Got plenty of stuff to do. I'll just come back. Let's see. Gonna take a look around. Interesting. Maybe I can get my jacket if I take off my pants. Not worry about that right now. Sorry, just getting water. forgot where I was looking for something. Okay, so that was the pawn shop. Well, let me sell the postcards here.
Hello again. How can I help you? Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Yes. I would like to sell this. Okay. Oops, wrong button.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, I just want to get a lay of the lands before I start talking to people. Where was the bookshop? Because there's that little girl there, too. But I forgot how I got there. Oh, this way. Is there anything else down here? Yeah, I kind of want to put more channel point redemption stuff, but I don't know what yet. What's this? Ooh. Alright. Hey! Hey, look at my money! Look at my money! Apartments and pier. Okay, I have not been here yet. Is that a burb? It's a boat. There's a girl up there.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
I'm not talking to you, you call me Piggo. Cool. Oops.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
What is half flight? Let's stick with that for now. Oh wait, no, hold on. Take my bag back.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
No, shut up! Guess that's it. Oh, what do you have to say, lady?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hands in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
What's the L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name.
Okay. Alright, I know what the RCM is. Just shake her hands.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
Aw, that's sweet. Give me money.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode.
You sound rich.
Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
He's trying to smoke, I'm sorry.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the
I'm going
meanwhile,
for
you
that
have
in the
my
end.
Full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Okay, you run a boat.
Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Ooh, look at you knowing things.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Talk shit about my car.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Why?
Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down.
No, because I want money from her.
You're not? Okay then. Just keep on admiring the boat then, unburdened by envy.
Does she have...
Good.
Yeah. Alright, so what do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
Okay, so what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Well, you're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
How much money you got?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Well, where do they get all those billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Okay, so what do they want with a place like this? I mean, it's kind of shitty.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
All the cargo?
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Shit. Sure. Why not?
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
No luck with PS5 again? Yeah, what's your role with this?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Well, how were they going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
Sign up for an account earlier, but could admit PS5 selling because there was this annoying kick. Oh well.
And when did you first arrive?
One day.
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ooh, overtime pay and a medical plan.
Ludicrous, even. It's meant.
Well, what happened to that dude?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
That's mean.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
How weird is it that Tom Nook was evil, but as the years went by, he was pretty reasonable? Yeah, you're not wrong.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
Alright, so, what are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Huh.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines, Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
This is one long game. Oh boy. Man. Alright, so what are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Oh yeah, that dude.
This checks out.
Alright, so the scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Alright, tell me about the Union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
I got a hit on her. Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of them?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Just 1 second.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the Union itself outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Oh dear.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
Oh hey Jim, what's up? Yay, thanks for the follow.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
I mean... the leaders sound like dicks. And it seems like it's gone a little too far. But like the fact that those Everard and his brother are assholes, I wouldn't say one. But I feel like 2 and... I feel like 2 and 3 are going a little too far, because I feel like it's... Because it's, like, them that made it that way. As bad as it is. I mean, I guess they did kind of turn them into a mob.
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers.
Alright, one more thing. You said something happens in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh no.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
That's not sus at all. Some kind of extortion, probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
We'll keep in mind.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Alright, let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Alright, what can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
Yes?
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets.
Ooh.
For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh, I don't have my badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Yeah, remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life and the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember nothing. This world, the city, nothing.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound.
That
I simply
sounds
can't imagine
like what I
you
like
gain
to
by
call
faking
Tuesdays.
such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Ah. Not even a clue. Come on. Bruh. Or perhaps if he did her a favor, she can waive off the formality. Okay.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort. Consider this. Perhaps she has been planning it all along. That you convince yourself into colluding with her. Easy. Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
Hey, surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials?
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason. The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
1 moment.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry, I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Or we could just find my badge?
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Let's go back to her for now.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Do you know something about the tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine.
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Alright, tell me about the drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, man?
Is the dead guy on for? I have no idea. She didn't say.
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Alright, so let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, man. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Oh, that's fine. Angels, all you.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Yeah, we already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Hey, it's no coincidence that they're stranded like they're like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Why didn't you come to us earlier?
We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
So what proof do you have?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
That'll do it.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think that the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
All right.
Yes?
Sure, why not?
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Okay, give me money.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Yeah, with nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yes, intensifies. Okay. To be continued.
These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
What is this feeling? I've never felt it before.
Shame? You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these eyes of Odinil? Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. Of course, You're back. Good.
I am sorry. It just...
I want that money.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Voila! You're doing it.
Can I have some money, ma'am?
Of course.
What?
How much do you need?
Okay.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
I have a feeling she's just gonna stare at me and be like, nah. If I ask for that, so I'm just gonna ask for what I need to pay everything off.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Oh.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
I'm an honorable policeman. One of the few good men in Ravenshaw.
You're right, ma'am, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
That's all. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Give you some Hellcats compensated. I'll have to pay for it. Aww. Okay, so I can get that from her eventually, because she mentioned the tattoos, I think. Okay. I really don't wanna. I really don't want to. Talk to Kuno. Alright, where am I with this? I got 36 minutes. I don't want to be racist. Look, that literally I would have been having to reload an 8% chance. It would have been like that SpongeBob meme, like 3 hours later. Alright, why don't we go back to, shit. Well, we're gonna be back here.
You better keep walking.
A sturdy
I guess
metal
it's getting
door
dark.
guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Knock,
The
knock.
door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
It might be getting dark if it's 5:30 now.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
But we the Popo.
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
I'm not joking.
No. I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
But tell her.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds inside.
Alright. Guess we'll talk to her.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Okay.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Start with your blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
You keep looking off to the side. What you looking at?
She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully toward Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
You mean Joyce?
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Oh, why all the negativity?
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
Bruh. Alright, fine. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Alright, so I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? I actually don't have an opinion.
Yeah?
Sure! Love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
She means the opposite. You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
See? It's all part of the plan. Okay? I totally meant it to go exactly that way. Thinking 20 steps ahead. 40 chests right there.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Later,
Watch your
bitch.
back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Cool. Oh, hey! It's the little bitch. Money? Magnesium? Where are we on the thoughts?
Hey, what's that noise down there?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following
To
you
upset him, he
for
can
a
do stuff
while.
after he goes to sleep. Ah.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Okay. Why are you whispering? Just sounds like something. Ready in trouble? Ain't no trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Okay, let's get to the important stuff. Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Oh, shit.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets, the old patio chairs, and dead houseplants. And all the neighboring windows are black.
A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friends?
It was my Sunday friend.
Your Sunday friends?
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Hey, what's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
All right, can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's a name.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silence like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back.
Ask him again.
Listen, I really need your name.
And I really need to finish this cigarette.
Bitch.
But he hasn't left yet.
I'd even go so far.
We will remove the...
Oh.
Wait, is someone else
No, not...
And when did you...
Last week?
A downy...
You didn't...
It was my Sunday.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
My name?
Oh, shit.
No, of course.
Ask him again.
No. We won't.
Oh, come on.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Please stay.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take the trash out. Just please don't leave me.
Trash?
Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
Okay.
He's gone.
Be sure and after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found the way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Okay. I'll take care of that then. I mean, they wanted me to come around, and I can't get in because of the old lady. She told me to come around the backyard. Hmm. Hmm. Orange bum hat. What's this? I also can't get in. Frustrating. Hmm. Hmm. $8 Alright, let's just, whatchamacallit? Something. Pay off our, thing, and then we should just about be able to talk to Kuno. I don't wanna. Alright, let's talk to Kuno. Talk to Kuno after Kim goes to bed. Good idea. Good idea. Oops, forgot the entrance is over here.
Can I help you?
Alright, here's the key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Yep.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone in your staff put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has the keys?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
It may take a while.
Thank you anyway.
Cool. Yes?
About the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I've got it.
Well?
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. It's good you paid before 9 p.m., or your door would have been locked electronically.
Oh. It sure is good I did then. Because half of me was like, oh, I'll just come back later. I mean, it's only 6.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Ah, shit. We're gonna get that.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Alright, bye. 3 minutes. How do I make 3 minutes pass? No. I talked to the old lady, the one inside here in the wheelchair? I did not yet.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
Wait, what are copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Some kind of weapon cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Okay, but what are the other copo types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
No, not sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Not gonna be sorry, cop. Oh god, 1 minute. 1 goddamn minute.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
I will come back.
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
All right. Let's go talk to this, interesting gentleman. I need to find more cans to sell. I haven't found any in a while. There's something up there, but I can't get in there. Alright.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I'm getting the weird thing here. Yeah, that's weird. Something's glitchy with his text box. All right, I think I know what the racing name is.
And
Shit, get me into the fucking harbor.
look, babe. The minion of law is also a racist, but his racism is basic and rote. He thinks he has solved the great race enigma by describing a rote mechanism of scientific competition.
He did.
So unadvanced.
The basic race education he received in high school has led him to think his phylum are the sole authors of race theory. An esoteric study reaching back to the ancient mass society of Pericarnassus over 4,500 years ago. Basic racist, I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door.
Yeah, I failed to roll to the. Just I don't care anymore. Just
very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded.
Finally. Let's go.
take whatever's here. Wait. I can't get there? Oh, I guess I gotta go back down? Oh, it's the... Okay. Click on the pen. Standard office file cabinet. Typewriter. Okay. There is a book. I will take the book.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Incredibly unfortunate.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
All right. You sleep well.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmana.
I'll do my best.
and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Couron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The draw.
Let's quick save.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blue.
Wonder when I eventually install my SSD in my computer, if I put this game on it, the load times will be faster. I mean, not that there's slow load times, but
the file cabinet
when your save's
steady as
coming.
ever. And the unlock. Look how blue.
You know. It adds up. Just a bit. Yeah, I've been meaning to get one forever. I finally got one, but I just gotta clean out.
Steady as ever. And the unlocked drawer. Look how blurry.
I gotta clean out my computer. Because I'm gonna have the guy who built my computer come over and install it for me. But I've got like a crazy amount of dust probably in the computer, so I just want to get the area cleaned, including the computer itself.
The file cabinet stands steady as whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it.
I just recently got one as well.
There is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Let's look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do list with a list of errands for Everart.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Boo.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Let's take another look.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart. All items on the list have been crossed. The drawer.
Special whirling borscht. Wonder what that is. Just gonna take your stuff. Yeah, I might as well. I mean, nothing showed up in my journal, though, so... But, we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, the broken window. We can check that out later when we go to bed. That was at the bookstore. Okay. We'll see what pops up. We'll just remember that that's there. Oh, there's this too.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Is this anything useful?
Already familiar. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether...
Nope. I'm curious where this is going, though.
The already familiar. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next. It's unclear.
Do I have anything... any clothes that help me with interfacing? Let's check. Alright, the yellow gloves did. Anything else? Nope. Alright, well, let's just give us a few more shots.
Your coin and seems to be wait. It's unclear.
Since we're here. Plus, I don't know if I like what the fact the guy says, oh, we'll let you in one time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back here. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to take the risk. I want to put on the hat. Rhetoric. What is rhetoric? Persuasion. No. I want to be able to persuade people. I can't when I look when I'm wearing a hobo hat.
The machine swallows your coin. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy. How may I help you?
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy.
Do you know me?
No.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Maybe, but I don't even know my name.
If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him. The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Okay.
The payphone hangs.
Well, at least I got 5 experience out of it. It's something. Oh, hey. Here I am.
The tarpaulin cloak is still
Yes, the service cloak issued.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Yeah. Don't I look awesome? God, these fucking gloves. There are 2 ways here. Oh, bottles. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oops. I'll take that. And what have we got here?
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
I'm a look.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I'ma take it.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
Something about this man piques my interest. I think this could be a side thing.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Okay. Oh, I can always sell it. What happens if I try to go back in?
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth.
Ah, no.
You stand and exit the booth.
I thought that was me telling Kim's just like, just rest for a second. I'm gonna take care of this. Okay. How do I go up there and I want to take that stuff? Whatever. Figure it out later. What is this?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumer on, éteindre off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
Okay.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Okay, cool. Maybe that can be useful. What's this? I will take that. And let's go see what's in here.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
I think there's something special about it.
You do? Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Maybe there's contraband in here?
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
No reply.
You know what? I'll come back here on my own, because Kim doesn't seem to want to mess with it. Alright, shit. Where do I go now? Will I be able to open the door? I mean... let me see. let me quick save and see what happens.
You're back before you attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Alright. We'll worry about that later. Right now, I am trying to figure out where to go.
Yes?
No. Nope. Nothing. In here? Wait, no, that's where I came out. Maybe. Okay, okay, I can't go down there. Okay. Oops, hang on a second. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Here's a thing. I think I'm gonna need the crowbar. Tools. Crowbar. And we have gloves. Plus 1 half-life. But I like the interfacing. For now. I forgot what interfacing did, granted. Let me check. Interfacing. Oh, here we go. Oh, master machines, pick locks, and pockets. Okay. And what did the other one? Sorry. What did... Half-lights. Was threaten people? Nah, I'm not gonna be that kind of person. Okay. Money. A person. Interfacing to that, I'd have to work about every cosplay ever. What's up, dude?
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
Doesn't even rhyme. You suck.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard. He looks after everyone. Huh?
Oh, you're
Oh.
right.
Hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What's with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Alright, what are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Red check.
Sure, mister. Bye-bye now. Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old... No trouble at all, mister. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Oh, looks like a massive redecorating operation.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Thanks.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Alright, you're, Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, where's everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Oh, what kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Or the men are real men, the women and real women are real women, and the sheep are real scared.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
What kind of fight did they get into?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Alright, well, do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
Okay, so tell us about the soup.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am. Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Aww.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Buford. Interesting.
Well, I think you're doing a pretty good job around here.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Ah, here we go. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Oh, what was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, it's definitely drugs. Who makes it at the Whirling?
Oh, the Whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Okay, I'm looking into that.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
Anyway, what's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Alright, well, I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Okay, just tell me where he is.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Alright. Thanks for the info. Alright, so we're gonna have to find out about this. Alright, let's, in here. Containers. Alrighty.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you,
That is a portrait. Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's
my
good of you
God.
two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
That voice. That voice, wow.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
I don't, actually. Well, then again, I can say. It says the girl sitting at her computer all day. Oh, okay, so that's the DB in my name, so, what was my first name again? Harry? Yeah, when I saw the DB for, like, I actually was kind of thinking it was, Dubois. When I saw the DB. So I'm like, okay, everything's fucking French here. So, what could DB mean?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
I don't wanna...
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
Hey!
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois
Thanks
stuff?
for the follow!
You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I am enjoying it. Thank you very much. Alright, I'm gonna stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
Do I gotta?
He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
Fine.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
I'll try to wink back.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
I suppose so.
It's violating your backside.
It's violating it.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
I mean, that's good. I mean, I guess that'll cover, I guess it'll cover tomorrow's, the hotel fee. Thanks.
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Is he? He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
He already knows about the gun. Well, yeah.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
How do you know?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Stay cool, stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
I've got like one each left.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Slide.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Yeah, I'll have some water, please.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
That's a lot of questions. One moment. Actually, give me a moment. I'm just gonna run and get another bottle of water. Be right back. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually gonna ask him much here. I don't want to give away that I know stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm not talking to him about that.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah, the belts thing.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radiophone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And, Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. He's had enough of that.
Oh god. Yeah, I really have.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
Alright, let's talk about my gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Right, well, the gun might have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Hey, does it mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Alright, let's talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
But
there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Nothing shady whatsoever, I'm sure.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Alright, whose door?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I mean, I'll accept it. It doesn't mean I have to do it, but I'll accept it.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Yes?
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Alright. Well, I met Joyce.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus
Might be.
corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
So what happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
Well, he made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
Yeah, but you called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Okay. She also said the union leader, previous one, vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting.
For real. For real.
Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny about that.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
I've seen less slimy stuff dropped on people on Nickelodeon, right?
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Okay, so why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Fine.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Okay, what's in the container?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
Well, there's something special about it.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Alright, we'll talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Wait.
Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
We'll be back, maybe. Really? 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 head out. Yeah, I'll stop by the shop. I'll do that tomorrow, maybe. Because I need to check out the body. Well, first I gotta get the dude. Okay, so what's an easier way out of here? Money!
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Yeah. I don't think that's happening. Oops. %, it's not worth it. Okay, so I got that card, but how do I get up there? Look, maybe I want to get some items for rhetoric. Then I'll come back. Alright.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Yeah, the body tree.
So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered the harbor and used my superior to give me orders. I salute your cunning and will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Yeah, once I get some rhetoric items, I'll go check it out.
Noble, Measurehead.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
I hate this dude.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the humans' side.
I don't have a choice.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Yeah, we're just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Bruh, do you want to take down the goddamn body? Cause I don't see you helping.
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
It's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you. echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then
Please tell me Kuno's about to get his shit kicked in.
the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
You suck.
And what you had to do was to become...
Bye. Not talking to him any longer than I need to. Yeah. Oh man, you weren't even here for... Oh. There was some fun earlier with that. Sadly, I only have a 8% chance of punching him in the face. And I failed every time I tried, so... Cool. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna save. Where was I? If we have to end at 11, I don't know how long this is gonna take. You know, I guess we'll just end it here, because I don't know how much longer, how long it's gonna take to examine the body. Okay. So, let's see. Guess, what's today? Wednesday? So I might pick up tomorrow. I would like to continue, definitely. And I'm not going to be around all, for parts of the weekend at least, if not the whole weekend. So I will probably continue tomorrow. We'll say 7 again. Just, for good measure. And yeah. Cool. Thank you guys for coming by. And I'll let you know for sure via Discord, Twitter, etc. I'm gonna see everything in 3.4 overhead for weeks. Yeah, Hades is on my list. I own it, but I just haven't played it yet. But it's on my list. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Right. Bye bye.